All right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are listening from. My name is Maze Odochukwu, and tonight we are going to be talking about what has been happening all this while. I know probably most of us probably might have seen what is going on the internet concerning what happened at the inauguration ground in Anambra. So all of these things is what we are going to be talking about tonight. But before we go ahead with all of these trending videos and whatnot, I would want you to take a moment of your time, share this video, right? Share the broadcast so we have more people on. Before we go ahead with today's program, though we are on air a little bit late, but before we go ahead, I would want us to listen to our national anthem, as it is customary for us to always do on this platform whenever we are here. So I will play our national anthem, and once that national anthem finish playing, I will come back. Then we'll look at some of the things that we're going to be talking about tonight. I thank some of you who is joining the broadcast, though we are coming on air a little bit late. This is unusual, right? And what we are doing here is to let our people some of the things that have been happening. We've been off air for quite some times now, but that doesn't mean that we've not been updating what is happening. If you go on our Facebook platform, you will see we regularly come there, update some of the things that are happening, post some news, and let our people know what is going on. So if you're on YouTube and you're watching us, you've not joined us on Facebook, please do well by joining the family on Facebook, so you will be able to get information regarding what is happening in Biafra land. Now let's quickly take our national anthem, and when I come back we will dive straight to why we are here tonight. Now let's listen to our national anthem. All right, thank you for joining the program. I thank some of you who are still up, though it is late. But all the same, we thank you for always joining the program. We are seeing a lot of you sharing the program. Thank you, Kelvin, for liking the program. Thank you, all of you, for sharing the program. Share the program. If you are still awake, share the program so we have people, more people to join the program. Even though so many people are not going to join us because so many people are sleeping as we speak tonight, but all the same, share the program. When they wake up in the morning, they will get to see this program and listen to the program. Now, most of you probably might have seen what is going on, particularly on the social media. There's a lot of videos, there's a lot of news, there's a lot of things going on social media regarding our hero's wife, that is Odimogwu Ojukwu's wife, Mrs. Bianca and Obiano's wife. What happened at inauguration center yesterday? Yesterday was 7th. Yesterday was 18th, and today is 19th. Already we've entered 19th already. For some of you that live in other part of the world, but where I am right now, it is 19th of March. So what happened was on the 17th, which was day before yesterday, when they were swearing in the new elected governor of Anambra State, Soludo, Charles Soludo. And we saw some drama at the inauguration center. And after that inauguration, a lot of videos surfaced on the social media. We saw our hero, Mrs. Bianca, slapping Ebele Obiano at the inauguration ground, and a lot of things happened. So many people, carried the news. The video is all over on the social media. So tonight we're going to be talking about that particular incident that happened. I mean, a lot of people got disappointed regarding what happened, and a lot of people encourage uh, our hero's wife, that is Mrs. Bianca, for slapping Mrs. Ebere, who happens to be the ex-governor's wife, because as it is currently now, we have Soludo as the governor of Anambra State. He was sworn in on the 17th of March 2022. So I'm going to read you an article, and this article is was released by Mrs. Bianca, who happens to be the wife of late Odimogwu Ojukwu, our hero. I know a lot of us know who Odimogwu Ojukwu is. So here is what Mrs. Bianca said. He released a statement. She released a statement. I beg your pardon. Talking about what happened, what led to her slapping the ex-governor's wife, and here is what she said. Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu has revealed what led to fight between her and former governor's wife, Ebele Obiano. The former ambassador said she gave Mrs. Obiano a dirty slap to defend herself after the wife of ex-governor attempted to remove her hair gear in public. What struck me through the whole episode was the fact that she was clearly toxic, Mrs. Ojukwu said. So, for those of you that is wondering, why would she even go as far as slapping the ex-governor's wife? Why did she, becomes this violent in public? Now, If you were to be in Mrs. Bianca's shoe and maybe someone approached you and trying or maybe tried to remove your hair gear, what that means is, the what is it called, the egele that some of you ties. Maybe someone approach you and want to remove maybe your cap or maybe your egele, whatever they calls it. What would you do? What would be your reaction? So in this case, what Mrs. Bianca did was to defend herself, because Mrs. Ebere, who happens to be the ex-governor's wife, approached her at the course of the discussion, and she tried to pull her egele. It's called egele, but here they wrote headgear. She tried to pull her headgear and she tried to defend herself. She slapped her, and that was what happened. And the video was all over the place. When you go on YouTube, the video is there. When you come here on Facebook, the video is literally everywhere. And so many people are against it. So many people are saying, why would she be fighting in public? So many people said, I am disappointed at you. And so many people, commend her. So many people said, no, why would she even go as far as slapping in the public? Now, my question is, if you were to be if you were to be Mrs. Bianca, what would be your reaction? Let me see comment. Let me see all of your comments. Let me know what would be your reaction. If maybe, for instance, you are sitting maybe at the event or maybe somewhere, and someone approach you at the course of maybe interacting with you or maybe telling you something, and the person comes close to you and try to pull maybe your face cap or maybe your egele or whatever, your headgear or whatever, what would be your reaction? Would you just sit down and leave the person disgrace you in public, or maybe let the person do whatever that the person want to do with you and get away with it? What will be your reaction? Let me know on the comment section. We have how many people watching us both on Facebook and YouTube. I'm seeing a lot of you here. Connect as Ndewo. Let me know what you think on the comment section. Now, I have another video that I want to play for you regarding the inauguration of Soludo, who is now the governor of Anambra State. There's a news after that same inauguration. There's a news that broke that the ex-governor of Anambra State, Governor William Obiano, was arrested at Lagos Airport when he was trying to flee. He was trying to travel to Atlanta in United States of America, and he was arrested by EFS. And that same day he was arrested was the same day that all of these things was happening. I mean, the slapping event and the inauguration event and all of those things. And after the inauguration, William Obiano traveled all the way from Anambra to Lagos. He was about to pick his flight from Lagos to the United States, and he was arrested at the airport. What do you think? I would want you to comment. Let me know what you think at the comment section. These are some of the things that we're going to be talking about tonight. Now, let's quickly talk about the new elected governor. Not elected, new governor of Anambra State, Governor Soludo, Charles Soludo. There's a video that was released by Charles Soludo. He was talking about some things that's happening to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at DSS custody. But before I play you that video, I would want you to read some of your comments at the comment section. Just use the comment section. Let me know what you think regarding some of the issues that we've raised tonight. I know we don't have a lot of people online because so many people are sleeping. Maybe probably people that is watching us is people that lives in other part of the world where the country where they live in, it is morning or maybe afternoon, evening. I wouldn't know the time or maybe the country where you living in, but I believe in Biafra land it is midnight now, people are sleeping. But all the same, share the video so when they wake up, people will get to see this program. We've not been on air for quite some times, but like I said before, that doesn't mean that we've not been updating our people what has been going on all this while. We've been literally posting something on our page. Go on our Facebook page, you will see all the updates. It is there. You read and share some of them. Now we're talking about the video that was released by Soludo, who is the new governor of Anambra State. Now he talked extensively concerning the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I think we're going to do a separate program on that particular video, but for the meantime, I'm going to play you that video so you listen to some of the things that he said, some of the issues that he raised. Just give me some time. Let me get you that video on the screen. I'm going to play you the video so you listen to some of the things that he said on this video concerning what is happening to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at DSS custody. Now here is what he has to say. I would want you to listen, pay close attention so you will get some of the things that he said on this video concerning the release of IPOB leader, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now let's listen.
Kanu, his colleagues, and all prisoners of conscience as part of the process of the search for national cohesion and building a new Nigeria. There is a legitimate debate among Nigerians on the Biafra question. And there are indeed many Igbos who, like many other Nigerians, may not agree with Nnamdi Kanu's objective or means. But it needs to be stated, however, that no citizen of Nigeria deserves the kind of treatment that is meted to Nnamdi Kanu and his colleagues. Government has declined to obey the orders of properly constituted courts in Nigeria for his release. Nnamdi Kanu is not above the law, but nor should he be put beneath it. A situation where the state refuses to obey clear and legitimate court orders for his release, and even one of them outrightly ordered for his unconditional release. There is absolutely no reason in a country with a rule of law that he should have been held an hour later than those court orders or even rulings of the court that he should be released unconditionally. Why is Nnamdi Kanu's case an exception?
Even now, this is required in most of it.
Brother, wait, make I tell you.
Go ahead.
When you talk about if you talk about, I no go fit talk say I know everything. You see as I dey now.
Yes.
Various states.
We demand for the urgent release of Nnamdi Kanu, his colleagues, and all prisoners of conscience as part of the process of the search for national cohesion and building a new Nigeria. There is a legitimate debate among Nigerians on the.
All right, so you had it there. This video of Soludo, the governor of Anambra State. The video, he was talking about the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this video here, the video you're seeing here on your screen, was shared about 14 hours ago. He was talking about the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And now Soludo is the new governor of Anambra State. If he continues like this, and maybe probably other governors from other states from eastern Nigeria joined him, they will make a big impact in getting our leader out from where he is now. We commend him for at least coming out to speak, unlike other governors. Let's hope and see what Soludo will do in Anambra. He is a professor and a former governor of Central Bank. Let's see what impact he will make, not just only in Biafra agitation, but in Anambra as a whole. Obiano, who just left the office of Anambra, did nothing. All of us saw when Obiano, who was the former governor of Anambra State, made a statement, and he said, I quote him, he said, if Fulani herdsmen who have been going around with their cattle, if for instance Fulani invade your farm and the girl you killed, Obiano said it, and I quote him, the interview and that speech of his is on the internet. That's what we say, internet never forget. He said, if any Fulani kills you in your farm, you will be your family will be compensated with 500,000 naira. He said it. And that same Obiano, who was the governor of Anambra State, you remember the killings that happened in Anambra. So many things happened in Anambra. Now he has been arrested by EFCC. There's an accused of certain amount of money that went out from the purse of Anambra people. Now he is with EFCC. For some of you that don't know, he was arrested that same day that they sworn Soludo in as a governor of Anambra State. So we commend Soludo for even coming out to speak concerning our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of things has happened. A lot has happened in the past. You saw what happened in Ebonyi, what they did to the disgrace, what they did to governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Umahi. Most of you heard the news, right? They asked him to vacate the office immediately. They went to court, and the case, I think the case is still on the court, even in the court, I beg your pardon, even as we speak. So why we are making this program tonight is to let some other governors from the eastern part of the zoo, Nigeria, know that however or whatever you do, how hard you try to please the Fulanese in power, it can never make them take you serious. They can never love you. They can never take you as one of them. Look at what happened in Ebonyi State, what they did to Dave Umahi. After Dave Umahi, all the things that he did all the things that he did to make sure that he welcomed the Fulanis, the Katos, Reras, all of those things. But at the end of the day, we are seeing what is happening. All of you saw it. The news is everywhere. So what we are saying is, first of all, we commend Soludo for coming out to make this video. I am going to replay the video for some of you who probably might have not seen the video. I am going to replay the video so you listen to some of the things that he said in that video. Now, I want you to have a listen. Just bear with me. Let me get you that video so you listen to what he said. Let it not be as if maybe I am making up some things here. Now, this video, the man that is speaking here, just give me some time. I don't know what is wrong with my computer. Let me see if I will be able to get it all over again. The man that is speaking here is the new governor of Anambra State, Prof. Chukwuma Soludo. Let me take it a little bit backward. So, all right.
His colleagues and all prisoners of conscience as part of the process of the search for national cohesion and building a new Nigeria.
Various states.
We demand for the urgent release of Nnamdi Kanu, his colleagues and all prisoners of conscience as part of the process of the search for national cohesion and building a new Nigeria. There is a legitimate debate among Nigerians on the Biafra question. And there are indeed many Igbos who, like many other Nigerians, may not agree with Nnamdi Kanu's objective or means. But it needs to be stated, however, that no citizen of Nigeria deserves the kind of treatment that is meted to Nnamdi Kanu and his colleagues. Government has declined to obey the orders of properly constituted courts in Nigeria for his release. Nnamdi Kanu is not above the law, but nor should he be put beneath it. A situation where the state refuses to obey clear and legitimate court orders for his release, and even one of them outrightly ordered for his unconditional release. There is absolutely no reason in a country with a rule of law that he should have been held an hour later than those court orders or even rulings of the court that he should be released unconditionally. Why is Nnamdi Kanu's case an exception?
Various states.
We demand for the urgent release of...
All right, so that is the video. This video you just listened to now is a video of the new governor of Anambra State, Prof. Chukwuma Soludo. He made a video and he stated for the urgent release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We commend him for coming out to speak, like I've said before. Who is this one? Blessing said, "My brother, you are saying the truth, but you try go English class again." What has English got to do with what we are discussing? I am playing you a video of our brother and some of the things that happened, and you're talking about English class. Now, let me quickly say something. I am not an English person, and Englishman, like you stated here on the comment, Englishman cannot come to Nigeria and speak Igbo language fluently, like I am even trying to speak the English language, who happens to be their language. No English person will come to Igbo land and speak Igbo and at least express his or herself with an Igbo language the way I am at least trying with English language. No English person. So what I am doing here has nothing to do with English language, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Sorry, I digress a little bit. I'm just trying to respond to that comment. So we're talking about Soludo here, this video that he made concerning the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If other governors from other states will join Soludo and push for the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there will be a big impact. There will be a result for the releasing of our leader. So let's commend him. Let's commend Soludo for even coming out to speak, because we still have other governors who doesn't even have the balls to even come out to speak in the first place. We commend him for coming out to speak, not just for the Biafra agitation, but for the people of Anambra as a whole. We commend him for coming out to speak. We believe that as he has become the governor of Anambra people, he will be able to make impact in the life of Anambra people. Look at what Obiano did in Anambra. A lot of things went wrong in Anambra. A lot of lives lost in Anambra. When Ekweremadu was a governor, not Ekweremadu, Chris Ngige was a governor of Anambra. Ngige did a lot of things in Anambra. Peter Obi did a lot of things in Anambra. But Obiano got to the office, he destroyed Anambra people, to the extent that his wife doesn't listen to him. You saw what happened at the inauguration center, inauguration ground. The wife of the ex-governor went straight to Mrs. Bianca, and I don't know what they were discussing that leads to Mrs. Bianca to slap her at the inauguration center. All of us saw the video of the incident. All of us saw what happened. And some of you who saw that video of Mrs. Bianca slapping Obiano Ebere, who happens to be the wife of the ex-governor of Anambra State, was blaming Mrs. Bianca for being violent in public. Now, I read you an article of what happened. Now, I'm going to read you that article again so you understand what happened, because Mrs. Bianca explained, or she released a statement of what happened. Now, here is what she said. I'm going to read you what she said that happened. Here is a state press release, a kind of article that she released concerning what happened, because a lot of people was blaming her. Why did you even have to be violent in public? And this is what she said. Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu has revealed what led to the fight between her and former Governor Obiano's wife, Ebele Obiano. The former ambassador said she gave Mrs. Obiano a dirty slap to defend herself after the wife of ex-governor attempted to remove her headgear in public. headgear is your gele. How do you call it? That thing that women tie on their hair, that's a gele. When you are going for events, you tie your hair. So she's saying here that she gave Ebere dirty slap because she attempts to remove her headgear. I just explained what headgear is. Headgear is that egele, the egele you tie on your hair when you're going for an event, you're going for a wedding, right? For some of you who are female, you understand what headgear is. So she said she slapped her, she gave her a dirty slap because she attempts to remove her headgear. And again, she said, what struck me through the whole episode was the fact that she was clearly toxic. Mrs. Ojukwu said, scarf, yes, Oluchi, thank you. Scarf is headgear, that scarf that people tie. So she came to her and they were talking, I don't know what happened, and she tried to remove her scarf. Then what Mrs. Bianca did was to defend herself. She slapped her to defend herself. Then I asked a question before. If you were Mrs. Bianca, what would you do? Would you just sit down and watch another woman approach you, and at the cost of maybe asking you a question or maybe talking to you, and the person remove your headgear or maybe your scarf, like our sister Oluchi Precious will be said, then you will sit down and watch the person or maybe let the person get away with it? No, you have to defend yourself. And that was what happened at that inauguration center. That so many people are blaming Mrs. Bianca. Why do you have to go violent on public? Why do you have to go on public and start fighting? What she did was to defend herself. And I will equally do the same. We are not instigating violence here, but that's the fact. You can't just sit down and watch someone approach you, and at the cost of maybe asking you a question, and the person, try to maybe violate you, with physical violence, and you sit down there and watch the person. No, you defend yourself, and that was exactly what happened. It's as simple as that. And so many people are blaming Mrs. Bianca that she was violent in the public, that why would she be fighting in the public? No, she defended herself, because you saw the video, right? I know probably most of you probably must have saw that. I don't want to replay the video again because I have other things on the system here. I don't have the video set here. I would have played it for you, but the video is everywhere. It's everywhere. You can search for the video. You saw how the ex-governor's wife just walked where she was sitting far from where Mrs. Bianca was, and she stood up where she was and walked to where Mrs. Bianca was sitting down, and started all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, and what happened. Just like I've explained before, from the statement that she relayed, she said she defended herself because the ex-governor's wife approached her, and at the cost of interaction, and she wanted to remove her head scarf, and she slapped her, and what happened. So some of you that is blaming Mrs. Bianca, why do you have to go on public and fight? Why do you have to be violent? I am disappointed. No, you don't have to be disappointed. You don't have to be disappointed at her, because she tried to defend herself. And just like I've said before, I will equally do the same. If I was Mrs. Bianca and I happened to be in public and someone approached me and tried to maybe kind of remove my face cap, or maybe I would defend myself. And that was what happened. So having said all of these things, now we're talking about the video that you're seeing on the screen here, about the new governor of Anambra State, Prof. Chukwuma Charles Soludo. He ordered for the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we commend him for coming out to speak, because it's not every governors have the ball to come out to, make some of the statement that he made here. And I was talking about the statement that he made here. Someone was on the comment section telling me that I should go back for English class. Can you imagine? Has English class, the English class that the person is talking about, has it has something to do with what we are talking about? Just like I've said before, no English person will come to Igbo land and speak Igbo fluently like I speak Igbo language. That happens to be my language. And we're talking about something important. Some of you will be on the comment section talking about English. Who English help in the first place? So I'm going to replay you that video. The video of the new elected governor, not elected governor, the new governor of Anambra State, Charles Soludo. The video that he ordered for the immediate release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm going to play that video one more time so you listen to what he said.
Release of Nnamdi Kanu.
I'm going to take it a little bit backwards so you
prisoners of conscience as
start
part of the process of the search
afresh.
for national
You start from
cohesion
the beginning.
and building a new Nigeria. There is a legitimate debate among Nigerians on the Biafra question.
States.
We demand for the urgent release of Nnamdi Kanu, his colleagues, and all prisoners of conscience as part of the process of the search for national cohesion and building a new Nigeria. There is a legitimate debate among Nigerians on the Biafra question. And there are indeed many Igbos who, like many other Nigerians, may not agree with Nnamdi Kanu's objective or means. But it needs to be stated, however, that no citizen of Nigeria deserves the kind of treatment that is meted to Nnamdi Kanu and his colleagues. Government has declined to obey the orders of properly constituted courts in Nigeria for his release. Nnamdi Kanu is not above the law, but nor should he be put beneath it. A situation where the state refuses to obey clear and legitimate court orders for his release, and even one of them outrightly ordered for his unconditional release. There is absolutely no reason in a country with a rule of law that he should have been held an hour later than those court orders or even rulings of the court that he should be released unconditionally. Why is Nnamdi Kanu's case an exception?
All right, so you heard it from him. Nobody in zoo called Nigeria will accept the kind of treatment that these people have given to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said it. Nobody in Nigeria will take it. So he therefore called for immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who happens to be our leader. We commend him for at least coming out to speak. This is a governor that they just swear in a day before yesterday, on the 17th. Yesterday was 18th, today is 19th, and he was swear in on the 17th of March. And he is here talking about the release of our leader. At least we commend him. When we see what is good, we commend, we at least say, yes, you've tried, you've made an attempt. They are politicians, they may change tomorrow, but at least for coming out to, say something about what has been happening to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody, he has tried, unlike other governors. There's a news that Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, is planning Ruga in Imo State. Please, if you are in Imo State and you know where the Ruga is taking place, or maybe where they want to, please let our people in Imo State know. We will not allow that. The Ruga that Hope Uzodinma is planning for the Fulani people in Imo State, if you are in Imo, please, and you know where it's taking place, let our people know. We will never accept it. Now, let's look at what happened in Ebonyi. All of us saw how Dave Umahi recruited some people and he called them Ebubago. And the so-called Ebubago, they have been going house to house, killing people. Now, what happened afterwards? All of a sudden, we saw a news that the governor of the same Ebonyi state, they asked him to vacate office. You saw the news, right? The news is everywhere. But all this while, we've not been online to talk about all of those things. But that doesn't mean that we've not been updating our people what is going on. We have a WhatsApp group. People are there. We are passing information. On our Facebook here, we post everything that's happening. That's why I say if you are following us on YouTube and you are not following us on our Facebook page, do well by follow, come on Facebook, follow us on Facebook, so you will be, you'll be getting information on what is happening, because most of the articles that we post, we do post all of those things on Facebook. So if you're on YouTube, you are not one of us on Facebook, do well, come on Facebook, follow us, so you will be able to be carried along, be able to follow some of the news. So, Governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Umahi, all of a sudden they asked him to vacate even all his efforts to make sure he accommodates the Fulanese in Ebonyi State. What happened? They still fired him. They still come back at him. Our leader Mazina Kanu said it before. Go and serve the Fulanese and come back in shame. And it's happening. You will only be disgraced. When you serve them, you will come back in shame. Now check the history of some governors in Igbo land, in Biafra land. You will see the history. Nobody have served Fulani and they settled them well. Go and check the history. Now look at what is happening in Ebonyi State. I think the case is still in court. They are still talking about it. Are we talking about what happened at Audley's wife's home? You saw what happened. They invaded his home, her home. Audley's wife. That case, what happened afterwards? But now we are hearing news that the perpetrators of that, the invasion, they are coming out now to speak. They denied. When you serve the Fulanese, you will come back in shame. Our leader said it. Now, we are seeing what is happening to Abba Kyari. All of us know the killings in Biafra land was carried by this same man, Abba Kyari. They kill a lot of youth, a lot of young Biafrans. Abba Kyari was the one who carried the killings. But look at what is happening today. He is the baron of the drug dealers. The case is there. You are seeing it. We are not making it up. Go on YouTube. Go and watch videos. It's everywhere. The other day, when they brought him to court, you saw the news. They said the wife fainted, right? the wife collapse at the court is everywhere. Serve the Fulani and you will come back in shame. We are still sending the same message to Hope Uzodinma, who is trying to bring Ruga in Imo State. So they will continue the killings of our boys, of our people, of our youth, young Biafrans. They want to bring them to Imo State, though they are there in Imo State, but they want to build a place for them. So they will continue the killings. Hope Uzodinma or Hope Uzodinma, whatever name that you are called, we are calling you, we are telling you tonight to think twice, because these people never meant well for any of you. Now we are still using Umahi, the governor of Ebonyi State, as example. Look at what is happening now. They are asking him to vacate the office. Same thing will happen to Hope Uzodinma, because they put him there. You saw during the election, Hope Uzodinma came fourth, but they picked him as someone who came first when they went to court, and they put him there as the governor of of Imo State. So if you are ready to serve the Fulanis, then get ready to come back in shame, because at the end of everything, you will be disgraced publicly. It's happening. It's happening. But it will just take time. It's one after another. All of them will be disgraced. So we commend Soludo, the new governor of Anambra State, for at least coming out to express himself, to talk about some of the things that are happening to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at DSS custody. It's not every governors, especially newly inaugurated governor, we have the ball, we come out to say some of the things that he said in this video. We commend him for coming out to speak for some of the things that's happening to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We commend him, and we are calling other governors to support him, to speak like Soludo has spoken, to come out and speak for some of the injustice that's happening to our people in Biafra land. We are calling other governors, we are calling people who are in position to talk to people in authorities, especially particularly people who are in Asu Rock. We are calling all of you to come out to speak for some of the things that's happening, for the injustice that is happening. Soludo said it here. Nobody in Nigeria will take some of the things that has happened to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm going to replay the video again so you listen to what he said here. I'm going to replay the video for some of you that's just joining, so you listen to what he said here. Now listen.
Various states.
We demand for the urgent release of Nnamdi Kanu, his colleagues, and all prisoners of conscience as part of the process of the search for national cohesion and building a new Nigeria. There is a legitimate debate among Nigerians on the Biafra question. And there are indeed many Igbos who, like many other Nigerians, may not agree with Nnamdi Kanu's objective or means. But it needs to be stated, however, that no citizen of Nigeria deserves the kind of treatment that is meted to Nnamdi Kanu and his colleagues. Government has declined to obey the orders of properly constituted courts in Nigeria for his release. Nnamdi Kanu is not above the law, but nor should he be put beneath it. A situation where the state refuses to obey clear and legitimate court orders for his release, and even one of them outrightly ordered for his unconditional release. There is absolutely no reason in a country with a rule of law that he should have been held an hour later than those court orders or even rulings of the court that he should be released unconditionally. Why is Nnamdi Kanu's case an exception?
All right, you had it there. All the court orders, all the things that the court have ordered the DSS to do, none have been respected. None of them. The change of clothes, some of the things that the court, almost everything that the court has ordered to DSS to allow our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have, none have been respected. And this is a country that claims to run a democracy. None has been respected. I just play you that video so you listen from the man that said it. Let it not be as if I am the one talking here. You hear it from the horse's mouth. None. The excuse that the DSS people came up with is because they said that the clothes that they brought to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Isiago. So for that reason, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not change to that Isiago. You know, Isiago clothing is our traditional attire, right? And that is what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu demanded for. And they brought that Isiago attire for our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the DSS people said no, that he will not wear it. So what they are trying to say now is the Isiago now, right, is a threat to them. So for that reason, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not wear the Isiago. Did you now understand the point now? You get the point now. So he will not wear the Isiago. The Isiago now is a threat to them. So that is why they did not allow him to change his clothes. He has been wearing the same clothes since they kidnapped him from Kenya and brought him back to Nigeria. There's a news recently. Wait, let me see if I will see that article and I will read it for you. There's a news that was released. There's an article released recently by the brother of our leader Kanu Takano. He talked how our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was blindfolded all the way from Kenya and they brought him back to Nigeria. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't even know that he was in Nigeria. They blindfolded him and they brought him back to Nigeria. Wait, let me see if I will see the article and I will read it for you. I know probably most of you might have seen that article as well. We posted it here on our platform. That's why I say if you're on YouTube and you're not following us on Facebook, do well by follow us because we post everything here. Wait, let me see if I will be able to see that article and I will read it for you. You understand some of the things that happen because most of us don't even understand what is going on. Wait, let me see if I will get you the article and I will read it for you so you have a little sense of what is going on. It's terrible, most of the things that's happening, but some of us don't understand. You know, we just see some things, we just overlook it. Now, here is this article. We published it about 3 days ago, and somebody who released this article is Kanu Takano, a younger brother to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he said, "My brother passed through hell, which is beyond my imagination. Emmanuel Kanu. My visit to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, 14th March 2022, and the good lesson I learned. Confidence comes not from always being right, but from not fearing to be wrong. Today, he said, things I never knew he passed through. Do you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was blindfolded for nearly 5 hours from Kenya to Nigeria? Do you know upon arrival, he was blindfolded from Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, to Nigeria Intelligence Agency, NIA, for 2 days before bringing him to court, and remained blindfolded while in court? You remember the first video when they first brought him to Nigeria? You remember the first video? We saw a video how they covered him, right? You saw it. That was how our leader, they blindfolded him all the way from Kenya. They brought him to Nigeria. He was still blindfolded. They brought him to court. He was still blindfolded. Let me continue with the article. The article is on our Facebook page. Go there, you will see it. You will read the article. I posted the article 2 days ago, and so far the article has generated about 1.8k like, 714 comments, and 393 shares. Go on our Facebook, is there. I continue with the reading. Say, do you know upon arrival he was blindfolded from Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, to Nigerian Intelligence Agency, NIA, for 2 days, and before bringing him to court, and remained blindfolded while in court? Do you know throughout his flight direction, he was handcuffed and his 2 legs chained to the point that blood wasn't flowing? Do you finally know an assault rifle was pointed at the back of his head while he was being taken to NIA detection facility? In all of these things, he has remained determined and focused just for our freedom. IPOB leader must be free. Prince Kanu. Go on our Facebook. The article is there. Go and do the reading yourself. That is far as I can go. So actually, why I read this article for you is to let you know some of the things that Soludo said on this video. Nobody in Nigeria will tolerate what our leader is tolerating today. Nobody in Nigeria will do it. So we commend Soludo for at least coming out to speak. We commend him. He has tried to at least coming out to speak, because it's not everybody, not anybody in Biafra land has come on social media to speak concerning the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody has the ball to come out, but we commend Soludo for coming out to at least speak for the immediate release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So these are the things that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu passed through all the way from Kenya to Nigeria. And even when they brought him to Nigeria, they put him in DSS custody, and he's still going the same thing. He's still going. They are torturing him there. His glasses lens was broken. It has not been changed. His reading glasses lens was broken. That has not been changed up until now, even as we speak. He has not changed clothes. He has been wearing the same clothes since June up until now. The other time, about 2-3 months ago, we saw on the news that how many pounds of blood was taken from him for a test, and up until now he has not seen the results. So many things. They have not been feeding him well. And these are some of the things that Soludo is talking about in this video. If you do not understand it, that is what it means. Nobody will take some of the things that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is taking. Nobody in Nigeria. What is his crime? What is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's crime? His crime is because he came out to speak for the freedom of his people. That is his crime. And that is why he's going through some of the things that he is going through even as we speak. Look at the time now. I was supposed to be sleeping, but I am here talking about some of the things that are happening. The release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If at least, if it's this is I will offer for Biafra, so be it. That is why whenever we're doing program like this, we ask you to share it. If that is your own part, if that is what you can offer, as kind of contribution, do it. If you can share the program, share the program. Go on Twitter, retweet some of the things that the IPOB media warriors are doing. That is why you must have a Twitter account. The time where I live now, where I am staying, the time now is 1:32 a.m. It is Saturday here, very early morning, and I am awake doing a program. Some of you are sleeping, some of you are enjoying, but our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where he is now, we don't know the situation of where he is now because of you and I. So I'm going to play the video once more, and once the video finish playing, I will stop the program and we'll call it a day, because this is as far as we can go today. Now listen again.
Various states.
We demand for the urgent release of Nnamdi Kanu, his colleagues, and all prisoners of conscience as part of the process of the search for national cohesion and building a new Nigeria. There is a legitimate debate among Nigerians on the Biafra question. And there are indeed many Igbos who, like many other Nigerians, may not agree with Nnamdi Kanu's objective or means. But it needs to be stated, however, that no citizen of Nigeria deserves the kind of treatment that is meted to Nnamdi Kanu and his colleagues. Government has declined to obey the orders of properly constituted courts in Nigeria for his release. Nnamdi Kanu is not above the law, but nor should he be put beneath it. A situation where the state refuses to obey clear and legitimate court orders for his release, and even one of them outrightly ordered for his unconditional release. There is absolutely no reason in a country with a rule of law that he should have been held an hour later than those court orders or even rulings of the court that he should be released unconditionally. Why is Nnamdi Kanu's case an exception?
All right.
Wait, make I check my.
Various states.
All right. So you heard it from the new governor of Anambra State, Soludo. You heard some of the things that he said here. You heard some of the things he said there, and we believe that he will not change. So we're going to stop the program here because we've been on air for 1 hour. We're going to stop the program here. Share this video, please. Share this video. Share this particular video so other people will get to see the video. Now we're going to play our national anthem before I stop the program. Remember, whenever we hear on air, we usually take our national anthem, and at the end of the program, we replay our national anthem. It has been, how we do it here on our platform. I thank all of you for always coming in. You can imagine we have about 100 and something people watching us live, though we came on air a little bit late. But notwithstanding, we still have our people, up to come and, watch the program. We commend all of you for always being part of this platform. Thank you so much for always coming around. Share this particular program, please. Share it if it is how you will contribute. If that is how you will have to contribute, please do it. Share the program so when people wake up in the morning, they will get to see this particular program. I thank all of you for tuning in. Let me see if I will get to call some few names. Samuel Maduka is watching from YouTube. We have quite a number of people on YouTube. Justina, thank you, from Facebook. We have all of you. We still have some people who has shared the program. I thank all of you for always being here to support and listen to some of the things that we're saying here. So, just like I've said before, if you've not been following us here on Facebook, please do well. Follow the page on Facebook. Share some of the articles that we post here so other people will get to know what is happening, because it's not everybody that literally know what is going on here. But when you see a post right on our platform and you reshare it, other people will get to see it and get to read the maybe article or maybe video and see what we are doing, or maybe kind of get information on what is happening. So we're going to stop the program here, and we will come back on air whenever there is relevant message or information to pass. We've not really been on air for quite a number of days for reason that we are working at the background to fix. But believe in me, this month, or probably as we are about to enter April, we are going to be coming on air regularly. But for us not to be coming on air, maybe to kind of come for broadcasting or maybe doing other live videos and stuff, we usually post articles on Facebook here. That is why I say, if you're one of our subscribers on YouTube and you've not been following us on Facebook, do well, come on Facebook, follow us, so you'll be carried along, so you won't be missing out on anything. So we're going to stop the program here. I'm going to play the national anthem, and I will see all of you maybe days to come. Thank you for watching, and God bless. My name still remain Mazi Udochukwu, and I am one of the representatives here on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. Take care and God bless. Oh, hey Biafra. Now let's listen to our national anthem.